Hey amigos, what's up? It's your boy Vince Ryder, and welcome to my review of Vivo. Because yeah, I just pretty much watched something that I'm supposed to actually get done with the reviews with the whole miraculous ladybug, but I'm like, you know what? Let's just get out of Paris and go to Caribbean, Cuba, and well, Florida, pretty much. Yeah, Florida, but the nice side of Florida, that's for sure. But yeah, Vivo. So pretty much this movie itself, I just watched it. I just watched it like a minute ago, and here I am reviewing it. That's it. That's all you need to know. I know for a fact when there's certain movies like this, I remember at Wish Dragon, I kind of almost teared up because of that movie. So you can only imagine how I was when watching Vivo. This movie teared me up. I mean, I was just crying, especially like almost towards the end of the movie. This movie's just a treat. I know that there's some parts of it where it's kind of expected and stuff that, it's, embraced with. It's like, it feels like I'm watching something like, it's something like, that is basically after uh the Heights, basically. Is that what the movie is? The Heights. I know for a fact that Lynn, that plays, Vivo, the I almost said Pikachu. I don't know what it is. It's a monkey. It's like a honey bear. Yeah, that's right, honey bear, because that's what the scouts call it, the honey bear. Um, so I couldn't help but thinking like, man, this is almost like the Heights in a way, with with the same voice and all that. But man, this movie, when it comes down to its like musical counterparts, it's just done so well. I don't know what to really nitpick in terms of like, then again, I probably am not in any way in like sort of in motion to actually nitpick because I only saw it once. So my critiques, if I was really critiquing it, I would actually rewatch it again. But this movie is just fulfilling. It's a kind of like this kind of kids movie, and the thing is, what basically got me to actually review the movie. I saw it. This wasn't the first time I saw it, which is basically a couple minutes ago when I watched the whole thing from beginning to end. It was when I was babysitting my nephew, and I was like, I saw this movie playing as I was playing with my nephew, and pretty much, yeah, there was a movie that had like it was like literally I heard the word Florida and I saw like the honey bear, and then I saw this girl with the colored hair, and I'm just like, what the heck is this? And then I heard some Spanish words. I'm like, oh, okay, let me get to it. Because the thing is, when it comes to animation, and I couldn't help but thinking, I know this is not really related to the movie in any ways, but I noticed that there's beginning to be some representation when it comes to, stuff that is related to in like, Spanish content. Um, there was this webtoon, because I'm a channel that reviews webtoons, that it's called Jesse Chatir. I think that's how you say it. And it's basically a webtoon that is based in Latin America, which is in Paraguay. And I actually, when I saw Vivo, I just couldn't help but feel like I wanted more of that kind of content. I'm sick of just like the same old Castle-y. If you see my webtoons, a lot of it is Korean, which I'm just tired at this point, and a lot of it is based in like, rural, like older Europe. But there just has never been anything like, in the Caribbean, in Latin America, in like Africa, like, in, Southern Asia, like these areas around, like, because the world is bigger as it is to actually explore those worlds. And it's good to have a movie that explores basically Florida in the Caribbean. Like seeing Cuba in this movie is just beautiful. It just brings this vibrant, especially in this sad scene, because I'm going to be spoiling the movie here and there. One of the sadder scenes that is showing as the light shines, you can definitely see the detail of the movie. Like it's almost something that I have seen. Like I haven't seen something beautiful when it comes to its depictions of Latin America. I think the last time was like, a while ago with Uncharted, the video game Uncharted. I forget which one. It was Uncharted 2 or 3. And it was basically Uncharted 2, and it was based in Colombia. And, that's when I saw the beauty of the buildings. And that's what it reminds me. Just seeing the buildings and how it's placed, especially in the animation, the 3D animations of this world that they, in Cuba. it's just beautiful. It just looks vibrant and amazing, especially the people. The people looks, you see the mix. I even saw an albino character, like in the side, or at least side characters in the background, and I was like, whoa, diversity divine. Like, you, because I never been to Cuba, so I always wonder like what it would look like, and this is sort of that depiction, actually a good representation of what it looks like, especially how it's begin with the music artists. Now they've, put it that way. You got a couple Spanish words here and there, but it's just, it looks amazing. It's just that one of those animations that just really depicts a certain area of the world that does it well, at least to me, because I've never been to Cuba, but this is the only way I can actually see it. But in terms of an animation form. And now, of course, when I saw Miami, it looks vibrant, and I never been to Miami. My goodness, it just looks amazing, colorful, very retro, and I like how there's different songs and soundtracks that actually really changes the mood. You have different genres of it. Whenever you're actually going to Miami in the boat, it changed into like this retro synthwave or house or something, and I was like, whoa, this is something I see, like some like astral throbe or something, and when they actually were singing like the sadder songs, they had a folk like feeling to it, and actually has a very rhythmic, and also like let me tell you about the sad like kind of scenes in this movie. It got to me. Like, there is some sense of family. Like, it talks about lost, and it also, especially with the pelican, I think that's called pelican or flamingo, talks about heartbreak, but in somewhat of like a silly way, because they know that it would be kind of like maybe like silly and like cliche, but then you see this flamingo really come in to actually like it knows its moods. It knows its moods in terms of just what it knows, what it's trying to be, and Vivo just does that so well. I mean, just the animation that Netflix puts out there, and Sony, I think that's where this is produced, just beginning to actually show, such good quality. And Vivo is one of those that actually does it so well. The characters, I mean, there's some songs that especially this JoJo Siwa song that it sounds like, and that I heard that the girl with the purple hair. I mean, I kind of feel like, I wasn't feeling with, especially with the tie and stuff. I get how she's different. Also, I'm just wondering, man, the mother must be very patient due to how the daughter is just like really just not wanting to go to a cookie. I mean, then again, she's already there at the cookie at the Key West of selling cookies and stuff. There's also some scenes where I'm just like noticing that are like dark and also just interesting, like the way they joke. Like, you can tell that they kind of have a good range of kids jokes and adult jokes. I'm talking about dark jokes that they put on this that I never thought that they would go. And I was just shocked. I was like, wow, okay, the stranger in the neighborhood driving. Oh, and like the kids are on him. Like, just like those kind of jokes. I never thought it would actually show that depiction, but I'm just looking at it like, wow, okay, good job, sorry. I didn't know they went there. But yeah, it's just it's good to see a movie that is like in somewhere that you never seen. That's why I was so excited, especially with this Disney movie that is based in Colombia. That I'm just looking forward. I mean, I also love the movie, like Coco is still my favorite. Like, when it comes to animations and this depiction in Latin America, it brings this beautiful, vibrant color that a lot of people had never seen, because, well, they're too busy watching anime and that Japanese, stuff. And even though the Japanese, kind of animation and depiction of it, especially with Disney or whatever, happens to cover it, it looks nice, it looks good, but it's always good to actually find something different. So find something that actually really changes the perspective of what we usually see. And that's why I like about when it comes down to diversity of certain aspects, instead of like, diversity of just, uh, more than, pretty much I'm just saying like we just need that kind of diversity of like different of places that we usually go. Okay, like, and not, instead of like, of course, Moana. I'm still waiting for another depiction of like the other islands, like Fiji or like, Palau or something like that. The different nations like those in like a bigger world. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not sure what I'm trying to say there, but other than that, Vivo was beautiful. It was just heartwarming. It had all the good notes that I enjoy. I couldn't really name some of the stuff that I had a problem with because this movie is just so heartwarming and just it of course it got me in the feels. Okay, so that's what I would say. I just really love it. I just enjoyed it so much. I mean, I noticed the voice acting. I think there was some kind of like voice. I wasn't too fond with the snake. The snake like didn't really give that sense of intimidation. Then again, the snake sounds like an old man or something like that. Ugh. And also like the I wish we can actually see more. I feel like the characters, Vivo tries to make it stand for like, I wish there was like more interactions of what Vivo is in the jungle or the swamp or whatever it's called. Okay, I don't know. I'm from California. I just when I'm trying to really talk about this movie, I'm like, I'm not sure if I'm depicting it right. But other than that, speaking of my depiction, that's my review. Hope you guys enjoy. Hope you subscribe, like, comment, all that jazz, all that goodness, all that good stuff. Oh yeah, I'm out. Peace.